Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be solving this problem called word order. Here it is given n words are given to you. Some words may repeat. For each word, you have to count the number of occurrences. Okay, how many times it is occurring that you have to show in output. The output order should correspond with input order of appearance of the word. See the sample input output for clarification. So we have to output order as well of correspondent. So in which order input is coming, same order you have to provide the output as well with occurrences, and each input line will have one value. Okay, they are spaced by /n. N has to be between 1 and 10 to the power 5. The sum of the length of the all words do not exceed 10 to the power 6. All the words are composed of lower case English letters only. Constraints you can ignore. First line will contain the value of n, then the next n lines each contains a word. We have to output 2 lines. The output number of distinct words, how many different words are there in the input, and second, how many times it is appearing in the total words. Okay, according to the appearance in the input. So we have to preserve the order as well. So here you can see total 4 words are given. Value of n is 4. Total 4 words: B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, B, C, D, E, then B, C, D, E, F. So at the output you can see B, C, D, E, F is appearing 2 times, and the total distinct words are 3, first, second, and third. This one is repeated. So 3 is one output. Then 2, 1, 1 means this guy is appearing 2 times out of 4. And this guy is appearing only 1 time, and this is also 1 time, and we have preserved the order. So first B, C, D, E, F came, that's why 2 is here, 2 times it is appearing, then 1, then 1. You can see the explanation. 3 words, distinct words. Here B, C, D, E, F appears twice in the input at the first and last position, and the other appearing for 1 time, B, C, D, E, F, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Other words appearing only once. The order of first appearance are B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, B, C, D, E, which corresponds to the output. So they are in order. So we have to preserve that as well. So first I'll take the value of this n, small n, 4. So n equal to int input, right? Then I'll take the value of words, all words. So words, I'll make an array, I'll make a list, and for loop I'll run in range 0 to n, and then I'll append all the words. So words dot append, and then input. So this is how it should look. I've missed the alignment. So this is how it should be. Now it is correct. So if I'll print words, what will I so you can see all the words are stacked in a list. Now what I'll do is I'll change it to now I'll use set, because set will remove the duplicates. So words, and I'll store in some variable m. Let's see what happens. Then I'll print and show you m, how it will look. So you can see this is your main list words, and this is your set m. You can see I've removed one duplicate. Now I can compare these two. So I'll use for loop. See how this will not work. For I in words, for each word, for j in m, what I'll do is if I is equal to j, I'm counting it. So count plus equal to 1, so it will count the value, and finally it will store count value somewhere. So let me store it to c dot append count. Let me initialize count equals 0, count equals 0, and c equals to some list, right? So count value will increase, and then I'll initialize the value of count. So I'm initialize. So what I'm doing here is, for each value I'm checking whether it is another set or not. So I'm taking each word here, we are checking whether it exists here or not, and how many times it is existing, that also we are checking. Okay, so for each word in M, you are looking inside words. Whenever it shows a match, it will increase the value of count. So first it will increase the value of count here, then here. Similarly, this guy will start from here and only once, this guy only once. Okay, so then finally, so once it will count everything, it will append, not append, it's append. So append it to some C list, and then initialize the count for the new variable. Okay, so that is how it is working. Let me print C, and also let me print length of, so that we'll get this 3 length of M, because it is all the duplicate items will be removed and total distinct words will only be present in M. That's why. If I'll do that, see what's the problem. 1 1 1 1 3, we are not getting the output here. See, the problem is we are messing up the ordering. Okay, first B C D E F came, then A B C D E F G, and then B C D. So the ordering, messing up the order will change the output as well, right? So first it will show for 1, then for B C D, I think, yeah, count is N. Let me change it to M here, and here words. Yeah, this is correct now. Okay, so you can see the ordering. First B C D E appears, that's why it counted B C D 1 time here. Then A B C D E F G comes here, then counted 1 time, and then B C D E F counted 2 times. So the program is correct, but the ordering is changed. That is because of the set. Let me run the code again. So you can see again the ordering changed. A B C D E F G came first. So it is random. That's the problem with set actually. So you can you have to preserve the order as well, right? At what order they are coming. So every time it is a different output. See, now the 2 came in the front, so it is random. So what's the solution? Solution is to use dictionary. Okay, dictionary preserves ordering as well, so it will remove the duplicates as well as it will preserve the ordering. So what I'll do is, instead of this, I'll write dict dot from keys. See how it will look. So you will have all the key values or whatever inside the word is. So you can see these are keys now, and the values assigned are none, none, none. But we are able to preserve the ordering. B C D E F is coming first, then A B C D E F G is coming, then B C D. So how I can convert into the list form? Just do list here. Okay, list. It will still not solve the problem. You can see Here we are getting the output all the time same. So because dictionary preserves the order, every time we will be getting 2 1 1. Now if I'll have to show the output in required form, let me comment these guys, and then let me show like this. So C I have to print with space separated, right? This has to be space separated. So I'll just use star here. Where is it? Star here. So I'll get the required format. Okay, sample test case. But the problem is what? These two for loops. This is very computationally very heavy thing, two for loops. So here you can see if the value of n will be increased to 10 to the power 2, 3, 4, these for loops will create problem. If I submit the code, you can see others are able to be passed. Other test cases 0, 5, 6, 7, but 1, 2, 3, 4 are not passed because of the time limit. Okay, so that's the problem. Means for higher value of m you can't use two for loops. So we have to go by dictionary technique. Okay, so we have this dictionary with us now. So what I'll do here, so everything I have to import a default dictionary. So from dictionary you can do that. From collection import what? Default dictionary, and then I'll define it, initialize it. We have to initialize the default dictionary. So we have done all this, okay, in collections previously. So integer type I'll keep because our elements will be integer type in dictionary. I'm calling it as D. Then what we can do, now we have the dictionary, so we don't need this. We have a dictionary now, and what I'll do here is I'll remove these guys as well, not required. Now instead of two for loop, I'll only use one for loop. I'll show you what will be the difference. So di is equal to di plus 1, okay, for I in words. So we are storing in your default dict the value of words. So length of, so let me show you the D, how it looks. Okay, print D comma di. Let me run it. So what is happening here, you can see let me print di let me print I comma di. So you can see what is happening. You have imported default dict. So what default dict does is it will make a default dictionary, and if you remember, there is order dictionary and default dictionary. Order dictionary will not give you any key error if there is no value assigned to a key, whereas default dict will assign some random value, okay, and it will not give the key error, whereas ordered will give the error. Okay, so here you can see what is happening. I've defined I've imported default dict, then default dict I've initialized because integer I did because I want my key should be integer type. That's why I've given int, else I could not take my keys as integer. Here you can see for each word what I am doing is I am assigning values. Okay, how many times it is appearing. So it by default the value will be 0. So when B C D E F came, it increases the value from 0 to 1. Okay, so here it is increasing the value from 0 to 1. Di is what? Di is the value, and I is what? I is the I is the words. That's what you can say. Okay, and here you can see if B C D E F comes, 1 will be assigned. Then A B C D E F G comes, 1 will be assigned from 0. Initially it was 0. Then B C D E comes, initially it was 0, then it is assigned value 1. When again B C D E F came, it was 1 value, it assigns 2 because it increases the value. Okay, so I hope you are getting the point. Means default dict I have initialized and I kept the class integer so that you can assign integer values, and by default it is 0. By default it is 0 for each of the keys, and you are increasing the value 1 1 1 1 in the order they are appearing. So we don't have to bother about the order here. Okay, line by line, as soon as input line by line you are taking the looking at the words and increasing the value. So it will increase the value of your keys will be same, values will be incrementing. By default it is 0, and the order way they are coming will be incremented. Okay, slightly confusing. If you will do on your own, you will get the idea. So we don't have to bother about the ordering. That's the beauty, and this part is same as what we had before. So instead of 2 for loops we have changed to 1 for loop. Now I can print D. You will see how it looks. Basically I don't have to print D, I have to print length of D. So B C D E F is 2 times, A B C D E F G is 1 time, B C D E is 1 time. That is what we want. So first I'll put the length. 3 items are there, so for this 3 I am doing it. Then I'll put the values. Okay, not keys, values. Print D dot values, and I'll run it. So here you can see 3 2 1 1, but I want to in space separation, so I'll put a star, and this I don't want. That's for explaining purpose. So sample test case is passed. Now all test cases are passed. Because of the 2 for loops, it was not accepting before. Now I've converted into 1 for loop. So that is because of collections only, this collection default dict. And you can also see this comes under collections part of Python. So you have to use dictionaries, else it won't work. Okay, so you can preserve the ordering. You can also what you can do is you can remove the duplicates, but what I have taken the approach is each word it is coming, I am assigning the values in such a manner how many times it is appearing in the word. Okay, and I am storing it as key values as the words. Keys are my words and values are all 0 initially assigned, so I am incrementing 1 as in the order they are appearing. Okay, so first it appears, so it becomes 1, this guy also becomes 1, this guy also becomes 1, and this guy again appears. So initial value was 0, then it became 1, then it becomes 2. Okay, 1 to 2. So that's how it is working. If let's say this guy will also appear here second time, so this value will also become 2. Okay, so A B C D E F G. So hope you are getting the feel. So it's slightly tricky, so that's why you have to watch again, and you'll get the feel. Okay, so let's move on to next problem.